Hello, everyone. My name is Christina Beniki and I am a professor in the Department of Tourism at Ionian University in Corfu, Greece. Welcome to the presentation on crisis preparedness and response planning. In this session, we will explore the critical importance of being prepared for crises that can impact tourism. The tourism industry is highly susceptible to various crises, such as natural disasters, health emergencies, socio-political unrest, and economic downturns. A crisis is defined as any event that disrupts normal operations and poses significant risks to stakeholders in the tourism sector. These crises can take many forms. Natural, such as hurricanes and earthquakes, can significantly impact infrastructure and the safety of travelers. Health crises, such as COVID-19 and outbreaks such as Ebola, often lead to travel bans, heightened safety concerns, and economic downturns. Socio-political crises, such as civil unrest and terrorism, deter travel and negatively influence perceptions of safety among potential travelers. Additionally, economic crises, particularly financial downturns, can affect consumer spending, thereby influencing travel expenditure and decisions. Natural disasters significantly affect tourism industries in impacted regions. Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans, causing loss of life and major infrastructure damage, which led to a drastic decline in tourism and years of recovery due to safety concerns. Similarly, the Great East Japan earthquake and tsunami devastated Fukushima and significantly reduced travel to the Tohoku region. Recovery efforts have since focused on rebuilding tourism infrastructure and promoting resilience, allowing for a gradual return of visitors. Health crises have greatly affected global travel and tourism. The Ebola outbreak in West Africa resulted in significant travel restrictions and fears, causing a sharp decline in tourism and economic hardship in affected countries like Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Liberia. Similarly, the COVID-19 pandemic led to unprecedented travel bans, drastically reducing visitor numbers in tourism-dependent countries such as Italy and Spain, which faced severe financial distress. These events underscored the necessity for effective health protocols and crisis management strategies to prepare for future public health emergencies. Socio-political crises have a profound impact on tourism. The Arab Spring caused significant unrest in Egypt and Tunisia, deterring tourists and leading to a drop in arrivals, hotel closures, and job losses, highlighting the tourism sector's vulnerability. Similarly, terrorist attacks in Paris instilled fear, prompting travelers to rethink their plans and resulting in a temporary decline in tourism. The 2008 global financial crisis severely impacted consumer spending and the travel and tourism industries worldwide. Destinations like Las Vegas experienced a significant reduction in visitor spending, leading to hotel and casino closures, layoffs, and decreased tourism revenue, with recovery taking years. The Greek debt crisis created uncertainties for potential tourists, leading to travel advisories and concerns over stability that dissuaded some visitors, affecting Greece's tourism-dependent economy. In response, Greece implemented strategies such as discounts and promotions to encourage tourism. Crisis preparedness is essential for tourism destinations to effectively manage and lessen the effects of crises. A proactive strategy, like Florida's hurricane preparedness plans, helps communities prepare through drills and collaboration with authorities. This approach reduces vulnerability and minimizes crisis impacts. For example, clear communication during the Australian bushfires facilitated tourist evacuations. Investing in preparedness can also shorten recovery time and costs, as illustrated by Thailand's quick tourism recovery after the 2004 tsunami due to established recovery strategies. Moreover, effective planning boosts resilience, as seen in Japan's improvements in infrastructure and emergency response after the 2011 earthquake, supporting the long-term sustainability of its tourism sector. Now let's delve into the key components of effective crisis preparedness planning. The first element is risk assessment. Risk assessment is essential for crisis preparedness in tourism destinations. It involves identifying specific vulnerabilities and evaluating potential crises that may impact the area through an analysis of environmental factors, socioeconomic conditions, and historical data on past events. Engaging local stakeholders and experts provides valuable insights for understanding these risks. For instance, coastal destinations may prioritize hurricane assessments, while mountainous regions might focus on avalanches. Effective risk assessment enables informed decision-making and helps prioritize resources for maximum impact. Next, it's essential to assemble a crisis management team. Establishing a dedicated crisis management team is vital for coordinated emergency action. This team should include representatives from various sectors, such as government agencies, tourism boards, local businesses, and community organizations, ensuring that all relevant perspectives are considered in crisis management plans. Clear roles and responsibilities within the team help streamline decision-making and response efforts during a crisis. Finally, we must develop a crisis communication plan. Effective communication is crucial during a crisis to ensure accurate information reaches all stakeholders, including tourists, local communities, and the media. A comprehensive crisis communication plan outlines the methods for disseminating information, designates spokespersons, and identifies communication channels like social media, press releases, and direct alerts. This strategic approach helps mitigate misinformation, build trust, and maintain public confidence during emergencies. Creating an effective response plan is vital for crisis preparedness in sustainable tourism. Such a plan details the steps stakeholders need to follow during a crisis, allowing for prompt and efficient reactions. This approach helps minimize negative impacts on travelers, local communities, and the overall tourism industry. Next, let's discuss how to develop an effective response plan in the context of crisis preparedness. The first crucial element is the response framework. The response framework outlines activation procedures for the crisis management team, escalation protocols based on crisis severity, and defines roles and command structures. It also includes resource allocation mechanisms to ensure operational continuity. Clear documentation of these procedures enhances preparedness, enabling swift and effective responses in emergencies. The second key aspect is coordination with stakeholders. Effective crisis response relies on collaboration among local authorities, emergency services, healthcare providers, and tourism operators. This coordination enables efficient resource and information flow, facilitating quick evacuations and safe shelter during disasters. Regular meetings, joint training sessions, and clear communication channels help establish roles and enhance response effectiveness, while also building trust among stakeholders. Now that we've discussed the framework for response planning, let's move on to the importance of training and simulations in crisis preparedness. Training and simulations equip stakeholders in the tourism sector to respond effectively to emergencies. They enhance individual and organizational readiness while promoting a culture of safety and proactive crisis management. The first vital component is training programs, which are essential for all crisis management participants. These programs should cover response protocols, communication strategies, safety measures, and specific roles. Comprehensive training equips stakeholders with the knowledge and confidence needed to respond effectively in crises. Workshops may focus on emergency evacuation, first aid, and crisis communication, promoting preparedness and readiness for challenges in the tourism sector. In addition to training, we must emphasize simulation drills. Simulation drills are crucial for practicing skills in controlled environments by simulating real-life crisis scenarios affecting tourism. They test response plans, identify gaps, and develop cohesive strategies. For instance, a mock evacuation drill evaluates participants' understanding of their roles and highlights potential communication issues. Evaluating the effectiveness of simulations through debriefing sessions is crucial. Feedback and performance assessments refine crisis management plans and improve responses to emergencies. These simulations also enhance practical skills and strengthen collaboration among stakeholders for better coordination during real events. Post-crisis evaluation is essential for crisis preparedness, enabling tourism stakeholders to analyze their performance and refine future strategies. This phase fosters continuous learning and adaptation, strengthening the resilience of the tourism sector. Post-crisis evaluation is crucial for reviewing response actions and assessing the effectiveness of the crisis management plan. It involves evaluating communication timeliness, actions taken by the crisis management team, and stakeholder coordination, such as the execution of evacuation procedures. Gathering feedback from employees, local authorities, and tourists through surveys, interviews, and debriefing sessions is vital for capturing diverse perspectives and identifying strengths and weaknesses. This comprehensive review helps pinpoint areas needing further training, protocol adjustments, or additional resources for improved future effectiveness. Insights from crisis evaluations should drive the continuous improvement of crisis management plans. Stakeholders must update strategies based on lessons learned to address gaps and enhance preparedness, such as implementing advanced communication technologies if feedback indicates shortcomings. Adapting to emerging threats and changing circumstances is crucial for relevance in crisis planning, especially as the tourism landscape evolves with new challenges like climate change and public health issues. By fostering a culture of continuous improvement, stakeholders can proactively enhance their crisis preparedness and maintain resilience against evolving threats. In conclusion, collaboration among diverse stakeholders, proactive planning, and ongoing training and evaluations are essential for continuously refining crisis management strategies to adapt to an ever-changing environment. Thank you for joining our lecture on crisis preparedness and response planning. I hope you found the material informative and engaging.